Hey guys, welcome back to another video. As you know, things are getting a little bit spicy when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2. We're about to see the reveal for the Switch 2, which I think is sick. This thing's been in the works for a long time. As you know, I'm a massive handheld gamer myself, so I'm excited about it, excited to see what it's going to bring. I'm excited to see the release date, excited to see the new features, and excited to take a look at the leaks, because there's been a lot of leaks lately, and this is one of them, and we're going to get into that right now. We're going to talk about what it looks like, what accessories are going to be made for it, and maybe some new features. Let's get into it. Let's go. But before we get into the video, guys, check all the links down below in the video description for the best tech you could find, hands down. We've got all the best tech of the year, all the best PS5 Pro accessories and PS5 accessories, all the best Steam Deck accessories if that's your thing, and the best coffee ever made by mankind with nootropic mushrooms that just improves your health. And talking of health, if you want to invest in your sleep and your health overall, the best smart ring that tracks your sleep and tracks basically a bunch of body metrics for you, the Ultra Human Ring Air. Use my links down below to save money right now. Click them, click them, click them. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the video. So here we have it from Deck Wizard over on X. We've started to see some accessory manufacturers for the Switch 2 release some little delicious juicy renders for what the Switch 2 is going to look like. So let's go down and run down what's new. A U-shaped kickstand, so it's going to look like a handle basically that's on the back of the Steam Deck. This cuts down on material, which is kind of good, and I can also maybe see some features for this in terms of like being able to put battery packs on the back of this thing now and have more utility in the back of your Switch. Slapping, I could already see a massive array of accessories for the Switch 2 that include something that allows you to slap something on the back of this thing, whether it be a battery pack, whether it be attachments, you know, for mounting this thing onto the back of a car seat or the wall or wherever, like wherever your mind can take you, right? There's a bunch of cool ideas for this. The console is obviously going to be 118.5 millimeters tall and 273 millimeters wide. It's going to be lighter than the Steam Deck, that goes without saying. I love the Steam Deck. I love the grippiness of the Steam Deck. I love the grips in the back. I love the form factor. I love the touchpads. I love the Steam Deck. If you've never heard of the Steam Deck, do a little bit of research into it. It's basically the Switch 2 Pro that's been out for a couple of years now. It is absolutely fantastic. It's basically a gaming PC in the palms of your hand. You can play brand new releases, indie games, even a massive load of emulation, and it's got an OLED screen. It's basically the Switch 2 that we've been wanting for years, and Steam Deck beat Nintendo to the punch by a couple of years, right? So yeah, enough about the Steam Deck, but the new Switch 2 is going to be lighter, which is nice. I mean, we all like light things, right? Larger ZL and ZR buttons, so hopefully racing games are going to be a little bit nicer on this thing. Can you imagine playing F1 25 on this? Magnet Joy-Cons make a click sound, so finally we're getting rid of the Joy-Con rails. If you know, I posted a video years ago talking about the Switch and how I hated the rails, because sometimes after a while the little latches on the rails would end up like, you know, wearing down to where if you were holding your Switch by the rail and you were to move around, the whole Switch, like the tablet portion and the other Joy-Con, would just like literally fall off the rail and fall off one of the Joy-Cons. It just wasn't stable. I didn't feel comfortable when I was out and about playing with it, picking it up by one Joy-Con. Obviously, not a lot of people do that. It's like, you know, it's a pricey piece of tech, so you want to pick it up in the middle if you can. But it was one little annoyance. Now it's a magnet. Is that worse? Is that better? I know it's more convenient, the fact you can just slap it on, but that's kind of cool anyway. Who doesn't love magnets? 2 Joy-Con back release buttons. Okay, so it's going to have back release buttons. So okay, so it might latch on, but you're gonna click it on with a magnet, but to take it off, you are gonna have to release it with a button. Okay, so let's take a look at the images without further ado, right? So here we go. This is one of the images. This looks like a case for the Switch 2. Obviously, Joy-Con cases. There's the release buttons now. A lot more substantial than the other ones, right up behind the triggers there. The U-shaped stand, very nice. Very cool. Okay, it looks a lot like, so I'm wondering if those Joy-Cons have the rear bump like that, or if that's part of the case here, but it looks very much like the original Switch, doesn't it? Not much has changed. Now, a lot of people were kind of hoping for something different. I mean, like I said, I'm not one really for the Joy-Con, like being able to play the Joy-Con separate from the tablet portion. I could do without that, to be honest. I don't, you know, I'm not like one of those people in the commercials that, you know, detaches a Joy-Con and hand one of the Joy-Cons to their buddy and then play split screen. I don't do that very often. I just enjoy kicking back and playing my consoles on my own, and if I do play with friends, it's usually online. So yeah, Joy-Cons, it's not a big necessity for me. But one thing that I was a little bit disappointed in was the fact that It's not got a proper D-pad. Nintendo. I want a D-pad. Is a D-pad a necessity? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Here's obviously some more images, my bad. Here's some more images of the Joy-Cons themselves with the little grip cases. Obviously, exciting. Let's take a look at some of the comments here. So, what is that C button under the home button? Let me see. Probably a capture button? Oh yeah, it's not what the one on the left is? Okay, so let me see. What's this? What is the C button above the home button? Oh. They're right. So we've got the start and select, basically. We've got a capture on the left. We've got the home button on the right, and there's a new button. What does the new button do? What does it do? Let me know what you think. Mario Galaxy, is that a hint? Oh, okay. Let's see what everyone has to say about the mysterious C button. Catch a Pokemon. I'm hoping for chat and connect, all that good stuff. Fast access to the hub where you can connect to friends, streaming services and such, which is something that I hope the Switch 2 gets over the Switch 1. Yeah, I really hope they don't have the Switch 2 tied to an application like the Switch 1. That would kind of suck. Let me know what you think. I think having it all on device, it just makes the most sense, right? Being able to just pull up the game hub, add a friend to your lobby, you know. If they are going to invest in this, I hope third-party games developers get on board because, you know, especially multiplayer games, and I hope we see more of that because obviously we all want to play with friends. We want to play online, and I hope that's something that Nintendo comes out swinging strong with this year. But others have suggested that it's actually for casting, connecting and casting to the dock. Imagine an RPG where you can play on the TV and the Switch screen is used for casting spells, handle backpack items, map while exploring. Now this might be a whole video idea on its own, so we'll save that for maybe another video. Could the Switch 2 be the new Wii U? Great video idea. Let's talk about it later in another video. But yeah, there's some accessories, so it's going to look like a normal, it's going to look like a Switch, basically. I'm hoping it's got Hall sensor sticks. I really do. I think we're all tired of joystick drift. We don't have to buy new Joy-Cons every other couple of months if we play it a lot, you know. Mysterious new button, kind of interesting, the fact that it's got a C on it. Obviously, we'll cover that in another video about what that could mean for the Switch 2. Could mean something big. But yeah, pretty cool. Little accessory leaks. Anyways, if you're hyped up for the Switch 2, let me know down below in the comment section. Will it be enough to pry you away from a Steam Deck? Will it be enough to pry you away from the original Switch? Will it be enough to pry you away from the PlayStation or the Xbox? Or even a gaming PC? Let me know in the comments. I'm Blazed OK. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Let's get hyped up for Nintendo Switch 2 together. Because I'm hyped up. I'm excited to see what Nintendo are working on. I think it's a long time. It's been a long time in the making. Nintendo have just been taking forever to release this thing, and I think the hardware in this is kind of old now, and I think Miyamoto basically, as I spoke about in my previous video, basically came out to say, don't drag us into the console wars. We're not the same as Nintendo, and we're not the same as PlayStation, we're not the same as Xbox. Don't get us involved with that. We're not going to be able to compete. We're in our own lane, so they should stay in their lane. You should stay in your lane. Nintendo's going to do what Nintendo does, and it's going to be mainly first-party games and indie games and ports and obviously retro stuff, which we all love. So anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. I'm Blazed OK. Peace out. Deuces. Bye.